Hello there and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. We are pulling out of the fast lane and we're getting back on the road to WrestleMania. In the words of Willie Nelson, we're on the road again. Main event this evening, The Fiend will be in the main event. If you have not seen Fastlane, I highly suggest you go and view Fastlane, as it was one of the best shows of the year, if I don't say so myself. And standing atop the FDW locker room, menacingly, is Bray Wyatt, who did the unthinkable and claimed the FDW Championship legitimately this time, after pretty much 2 whole seasons of looking to claim championship gold, adding a world championship to his repertoire. Before we get to the main event this evening, we've got some singles action to kick things off with the women. Kairi Sane, en route to WrestleMania and her championship match, is seeking to go one-on-one with former women's champions. This week, look up. Well, we were supposed to be seeing Kairi Sane versus Fallon Henley one-on-one, but it seems that Tiffany Stratton is looking to make her presence felt already. Excuse me. As she comes to sit ringside, looking to get an inside look at her competition at WrestleMania. But Kairi Sane, doing her due diligence here, looking to learn what it's going to take to become an FDW Women's Champion. First up, she's got to overcome Fallon Henley. And she's coming out the gate strong. Henley with her fantastic moment dethroning Bianca Belair back at the Royal Rumble to a huge crowd-pleasing response. Came up short in a triple threat at the Elimination Chamber. Excuse me. But looking to get back into the action here this evening, who better to step up to the plate with the Royal Rumble winner herself. Sane now in control of Fallon Henley, with her eyes set firmly on WrestleMania, hoping to get the FDW Women's Championship, an accolade so highly fought over. The women's division been solid this season as we head towards the end of the road of Season 2. We look back and reflect on the brilliant champions we've seen this season. We started with Rhea Ripley, and then went to Bianca Belair for a long time before Fallon Henley seized her moment. We've seen a returning Tegan Nox. We saw Tiffany Stratton claiming the championship as Kairi Sane looks to go high risk but doesn't quite get the measure of it and falls flat on her back. Tiffany Stratton, the current FDW Women's Champion, as Kairi Sane won the Women's Royal Rumble and has punched her ticket to WrestleMania. As they square off on each other in the ring, slugging it out for everything that they're worth, and Sane dumps Fallon Henley to the outside and goes following her to the outside, as well as stares daggers down at Tiffany Stratton, the woman she's got her eyes set on at WrestleMania. But Stratton looking perhaps for a little preview. Oh, as Fallon Henley levels Tiffany Stratton, and perhaps that's a modicum of revenge for what happened at the Elimination Chamber. Back between the ropes, Sane in control. Kairi Sane wiping her feet of Fallon Henley. Henley looking for an easy pinfall there. She gets a little hoedown. Sane still with the wherewithal to kick out at 1. A lot of fight in her left yet as Henley hits the drop kick. Safe heads to the outside, then straight back into the ring. Same very hard hitting. Gonna have to pull out all the stops. Still to come this evening, we've got a huge main event. The Fiend Bray Wyatt will be going one-on-one with Ricochet. And what's sure to be a crowd-pleasing moment is Ricochet very much feeling like he needs to step up for the honour of FDW with a demon now in charge. Big wheelbarrow bulldog there from Fallon Henley, who slams Sane down to the mat. Kick to the midsection as she hits a Shining Wizard onto Kairi Sane. Fallon Henley getting all caught up in the ropes. Don't quite know how she managed that. She sort of glitched through the 4th dimension. She heads to the top rope and a huge splash there, almost emulating Bronson Reed's Tsunami. There's the leg hook. Could this be 3 over Sane? And there it is. And that is not the result that Kairi Sane needed. She wanted to take on champion. She wanted to know what it's going to take. It's going to take more than that. Big win for Henley. She needed that confidence boost. But what's that done to the confidence of Kairi Sane? Perhaps the mind games of Tiffany Stratton were a bit too much for her here this evening. Next up, we have a tag team match. Holla holla player player. The first of 2 matches to decide a potential #1 contender for the tag titles at WrestleMania. This week we will be seeing the New Day taking on Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders. Winner of this match will go on to face a team in the tag match next week, in a couple of weeks' time. And the winner of that match will be the #1 contender to the Tag Team Championships, currently held by Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns of the Shield. So the New Day seeking for tag glory. Xavier Woods with a taste of championship success this season, a brief spell as the Cruiserweight Champion. Can he emulate that success further, perhaps on the grandest stage? It's the Viking Raiders now are ready for war. We've not seen them in quite some time, the enforcers of FDW. They go toe-to-toe with the New Day here this evening, seeking for their shot at championship gold as well. There's the bell as Jimmy calls for it, and we're off to the races. Biggie out the gate swinging with the huge power moves, just throwing Eric around, feeling that vibe. Big suplex there from Eric, throwing Biggie around the ring. Big Irish whip there from Eric, getting Biggie into his corner. If there's one division that's been the backbone of FDW this season, it's got to be the tag division. They've gone from strength to strength, really. Put on some bangers, put on some classics. There's been some controversy along the line as well. We've seen tag team formations, tag team breakups, but the Viking Raiders have stayed the course. The New Day explored singles and tag avenues. As I mentioned, Xavier Woods, a former cruiserweight champion. Big E starting the season on the hunt for TV championship success. Speaking of the TV champion, he will be in action next week against FDW's newest signing. He will be unveiled next week as we got a win at the pay-per-view in the Supremacy match in what was an absolute banger between Gunter, Omos and Chad Gable. Quick tags from the New Day. Still to come here this evening, Ilya Dragunov will be in singles action after successfully retaining his championship at Fastlane. He'll be going one-on-one with Cedric Alexander. And that huge main event, the Spirit of FDW Ricochet taking on whatever the hell the Fiend is. FDW champion in action here this evening. Big E with a reversal on Eric, as he just throws him around like a sack of potatoes. Huge Michinoku driver there almost, as Eric gets Big E up onto his shoulders, and there's the snake eyes off the top turnbuckle. Eric in control of Big E as he hits a massive suplex, and this has just been some power moves all match long. Big E making a desperate tag to Xavier Woods. Woods very much feeling like the weaker link in this match, as there are three absolute man mountains surrounding him. But perhaps he can use his speed to his advantage. We already know the Viking Raiders can keep up with the likes of Xavier Woods, as they just throw him around like a rag doll. Only a 1 count on this occasion. Reminder them this match will secure a position in a number 1 contenders match for one of these teams. As next week we'll be seeing Chase U taking on the Usos to determine number 1 contenders for the tag titles. Count of 2 as Woods thought about getting the job done early. Modified DDT there from Xavier Woods. You love to see it. His unorthodox offense really does keep his competitors on their toes. New Day in control. Xavier Woods holds Eric in place as Big E looks for a splash as Xavier Woods hits a leg drop. Huge running DDT there, just flipping Big E inside out. Looking like he's been busted open in the process, as Ivar now goes after Xavier Woods with a huge corkscrew uppercut, just flattening him in the process. Big E hitting a big scoop slam. Ivar wisely rolling out of the way, getting himself some breathing room, but Big E just following up with that huge no-nonsense diving elbow drop, diving shoulder barge, before hitting another splash. big suplex there from Big E to Ivar. Before hitting another belly to belly. Count of 6 now, and neither team can afford to be counted out. As if they are, that will really throw a spanner in the works for the #1 contendership plans, as neither of them will have an opportunity at WrestleMania. Will they get back into the ring? And the New Day are looking like they're going to take a count-out victory.
Here are your winners,
Woods and Big E via count-out. Take the first step towards immortality. Speaking of immortality, one man who really does seem to be immortal, Ilya Dragunov. As it stands, the longest reigning champion on FDW. The Cruiserweight champion. Which he has coveted all season long. Absolutely brutalised Dragon Lee at Fastlane to retain it. This time coming out single, on his own, without the watchful eye of William Regal. Happy to get things done on his own, it would appear.
making his way to the ring, representing
the new leader of Imperium, Ilya Dragunov.
and his opponent.
Going one-on-one with Cedric Alexander, these two cruiserweights having met before. Cedric sensing an opportunity. He's been this season's punchline. But now's his opportunity to shut us all up. A win here over the champion would be huge for him. There's the bell. But Dragunov immediately out the gate swinging. There's the windmill chops. Just having none of Cedric's antics whatsoever. This has been all Dragunov. Deep reverse arm drag. More windmill chops. Cedric looking for a quick reversal, looking to get in any sort of offense that he can. Tilt-a-well DDT to Dragunov there. Cedric really needs something big here. His confidence perhaps at an all-time low. Targeting the leg of Dragunov, and is that even the wisest body part to be targeting for Cedric Alexander? I don't know. But with me, I'd be going after the arms. That's where Ilya Dragunov seems to have most of his offense. That upper body, the arms, the H-bomb, the shoulders. Hitting such devastating delayed sentons. But now Cedric targets the arms. Going after all four limbs. Is that his game plan here this evening? More windmill chops, just slapping the face of Cedric Alexander, putting him in his place. No one's quite been able to take the cruiserweight division by storm like Ilya Dragunov has. The only man who's come close would be Ricochet. Huge coast to coast from Ilya Dragunov's there, showing why he is the cruiserweight champion and that he can do the high flying. He perhaps just chooses not to. But in the display of dominance, he hits the H-bomb, taking Cedric Alexander out. In quick fashion, Ilya Dragunov stands tall. And here comes the ring general. Clearly not done with Ilya Dragunov. He picks up the Cruiserweight Championship and assaults Dragunov with it. Gunter clearly not done with Ilya Dragunov. And after his performance at the pay-per-view, it seems that Gunter has found a revitalized feeling of success. Are we seeing a new side to the ring general? And that is the question. Main event time. As making his way down to the ring now.
Making his way to the ring, representing the undead from
carrying
unknown, weighing in at 200
both championships, the Fiend Bray Wyatt
and the men's world champion, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
That is a sight to behold. A sight I didn't think we'd ever see here on FDW. The Fiend proudly sporting his own belt, in addition to the belt which he claimed was his, and then he literally wrenched away from Drew McIntyre. One man stepping up to the plate, looking to bat for a home run, batting for the home team. Ricochet. Not happy with the Fiend sitting atop the mountain of FDW,
From Las Vegas, Nevada,
feeling that he did things the wrong way.
90 pounds, Ricochet.
If there's a man who's been the heart and soul of FDW since day one, it's been that man, Ricochet. But looking to tear out that heart and devour the soul is the FDW champion, Bray Wyatt. Who just goes after Ricochet. With a no-nonsense approach, and don't think we've seen Bray Wyatt being this aggressive straight out the gates before, but perhaps this championship run that he's been on at the minute, after clawing his way to the top, dragging the championships over his shoulders. Lauding the fact that he is the FDW champion over the entire locker room. Ricochet to the top now. Going high risk. There's the elbow to the back of Wyatt. And does pain just make the demon stronger? Nobody knows how to truly defeat this man, Bray Wyatt. Means that every time he's defeated, he comes back stronger and stranger. Huge boot there from Ricochet, just leveling Wyatt, who now goes after the former Cruiserweight champion, former TV champion. Both these men multiple-time champions now. Ricochet the most decorated in the company. That's been another success of Season 2. Seeing people diversify their portfolios. Bray Wyatt started this season as a tag champion. He's heading to the end of the season as the world champion. Ricochet started as the Cruiserweight champion. Where will he be ending this season? Wyatt now aggressive on Ricochet in the corner, just choking him down once again. As Doug watches on, barely able to control the situation. Wyatt rolls Ricochet over for a cover attempt. Just a one on this occasion. As Wyatt heads to the corner, he calls for it and walks across the ring, getting into the mind of the one and only Ricochet. There's the Sister Abigail. Hooks the leg, can it be 3? And there it is. Quick and dominant performance from the FDW champion, who raises his title high. And Roman Reigns has reminded him that he has a date with destiny. Reigns and Wyatt. WrestleMania confirmed. Well, a very solid affair, coming off of an even more solid Fastlane. We are but a few episodes away from the end of Season 2 and back on the road to WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to finding out what happens next, and I really hope you are too. See you soon.